Okay, hi guys, here again. I'm just gonna give a brief introduction of some of the things that I think that can help some people. It's not always easy to provide information to people because some people may not use it wisely. But this is what happened to me years ago. It was supposed to be something that was supposed to be an effective tool in my life. I had done research on energy and astral projection and things like that. It was just a time in my life where I felt that I needed something more than Christianity, which was not working. So anyway, this is what I did. This is what I did. Salt is a purifier. Salt is used to cure meat. Salt is used in many instances as an energy collector of negative. And you could take it and, supposedly get rid of the negative energy. So you can also use it as a barrier for certain energies. And I kind of believe that, knowing the makeup of salt, the sodium makeup of it. And I am a person believes that everything is energy. Nothing is actually solid. Everything is vibrating. So what I did, cutting to the chase, I took a regular salt and I did a circle. See, some people say do a circle around yourself. No, no. That may be effective for some things. What I did was I took uh, be, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. I took the salt and I put it around the perimeter of my house. Okay. Certain things were happening outside the house, negative neighbors, just a lot of things that should not have been happening. At that time, I was also learning about how to open up the third eye. So it was a lot of spiritual awakening happening for me, and the salt was just used as a protective agent. And sometimes the material that you use is really going to be effective on how you think about the material. The material I was using is, we're talking about is salt. So I took a circle, I made a circle around the complete perimeter of my property. What happened then was something that most people don't really wouldn't experience in their life. At that time, energy started to come alive in the house. And I don't know if they were always there or if it barricaded them that were coming in and out. And so now they couldn't go anywhere. But I started to notice things such as voices, things, objects moving. I even had a neighbor say, "Did you have someone working on your house? We saw a couple of men walking on the roof." And it's not just one neighbor saying that. Of course, I had no one working on my roof. So, long story shorter, it did awaken a lot of things that were maybe not woke, or maybe it just gave those entities energy, or maybe like I said, that circle encapsulated them where they couldn't go and back and forth. So lots of things. I got a lot of things on film. I'm not a savvy tech person. You can probably tell from my videos, but we filmed cameras moving. We filmed cameras being shut on and shut off by themselves. We filmed items moving and no one there. We're talking about boxes being moved, not like a ball rolling. Now, that's one part. The other part is, for some reason, this is before all of those things happened, I began to get lottery numbers that would come to me in the vision. And guess what they were? They were winning numbers. I never tried for. So people say, "Well, why didn't you win Powerball?" I never tried for it because it didn't kind of click to things were kind of like in the mix, what was going on. So I would sleep and they would come to me, have a vision. Ended up winning off a Powerball $4,000 in 2 weeks, simply because of the numbers were there. And I could have kept doing this, I do believe, but let me tell you what started happening. Once it was really on film, because you could tell your mind that things are happening. But once it's on film, you can't deny it. Once that started happening, I didn't want any part of it. I didn't want any part of objects moving in my house and voices and things like that being caught on audio. I didn't want any part of that. I just wanted energy and protection. So at that time, I was not able to kind of reconcile what was going on. So what I did was, it got to the point where things were moving. When we would leave, me and my son, when we would leave, the entities would get mad as we were leaving out the door. Things would crash. So they didn't want us to leave. In addition to that, now remember, I was collecting money before this happened. I also had a video that may have been linked to this. It's so many things I couldn't tell you, but the salt was definitely a part of it. I had a video on Whitney Houston. You'll see it on here. 2 weeks before she died, I made that video. And I don't know if that had anything to do with what was happening along with the salt around the house. I can tell you this. There were negative energies and there's positives. There's because at that time money was real low, so we had things anywhere from money being found in the driveway. I don't use cash. I use credit cards, debit cards, bank cards. So I don't even use cash. But there was money being found in the driveway. My son would say, "Mom, look what's in." I was like, "Just in the driveway?" Just people pass back and forth in front of our house. They never come to our driveway because it's our driveway. So bottom line is, there was a lot of cash coming in, a lot of serendipitous stuff. But at the same time, with the negative entities and some of the feeling that was there was kind of dark, I didn't want any part of it. We ended up, actually, it had gotten such turmoil. I took down the video that I put up, thinking that was part of it. That stopped about $1,500 a month, to tell you how how bad I didn't want these things to happen. It still didn't stop. Well, no, wait a minute. At the same time I was leaving, so we left, and when I moved to the next place, I took it down because I didn't want it to follow me where we moved. But definitely, if you're going to put salt around your perimeter and do other things, you will get a response. Now, I don't know if that response has to do with what you're feeling, or what's in the house, or what's being able to come and go. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you, putting that salt as a circle around my perimeter, all of these things happen. Some things are very good. Like I said, the money, which was needed, was very good. But the other things, as far as the negative energy that I did feel, and some energies were actually quite pleasing. You know, you'd sleep very peaceful, very calm. You could tell in hindsight that it was a protecting spirit. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'll tell you in another video some of the other things that I did that might have assisted these things going on. I don't think it was strictly, like I said, the circle around the whole perimeter of the house, but you definitely will get a response. And I don't recommend this for anybody who is not versed in knowing that entities are real. Energy is real, and some are not, as we call them, positive as well. So that's the first part of the video. I will be making another one. I don't want to give the information piece by piece because I know that some people can't handle this information, but some will take it and find it very useful. A lot of my friends told me I would have never taken the videos down, not at $1,500 a month. And some said, no, I would have never left my house. But if you're the type of person, you just want peace. You just want to be successful and move ahead in life. I was not interested in communicating with entities that were angry and talking to them and getting them back to the light, or however people do it. That's not my forte. It's not something I do, and I didn't want any part of it. So I left everything. I left the house. As we were leaving that last night, a great crash in the back. I could not even get my things. The only thing I was able to do was grab my important papers. And now my friends tell me, well, who knows how rich they would have made you? Who knows? Who knows what good could have come out of that? I don't know. But if you're not spiritually strong enough, it's not something you should try. But if you are, that's made this what I'm telling you may be the thing that helps you over maybe you weren't able to get through to certain parts of communicating with spirits, and this would be the thing that would assist you. So I hope this helps. I'll be making more videos. Please subscribe and write any comments, any questions you have.